Hey guys, and welcome back to G's Autos. Thank you so much for tuning in. G's Autos, the best flocking channel on YouTube. Get on it. Alright guys, it was time for a bit more maintenance on the Starlet. So I've been getting a lot of wind noise through driver's door, passenger door, just due to the Bailey channel being worn out and just dried up, and all the flocking had come off the rubber. It was just no good, falling down inside the doors, all of that kind of bizzo. So this is a piece of new channel. So that's Bailey channel, just goes inside the doors. So where you wind your window up, the window tucks in nicely into there. So 2.5 meters is what I purchased, and that was enough to do the door. I've had that piece left over and 2 other pieces about so big, so that was plenty enough to do one door. And so here's the process I went through, guys. I hope you liked the video. Stay tuned for more content on the Starlet. We've got ECU video coming up and a few other bits and pieces, and just had the windows tinted, so yeah, it's looking fantastic. Alright guys, enough out of me. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you on the next one. Alright guys, so I'm going to replace the Bailey channel in the door. So the Bailey channel is what sits inside the metal frame of the door, and this rubber is your Bailey channel. So that sits inside there, and that allows the glass to slide up through there, and it keeps the rain out, keeps the wind out, and so on. As you can see, mine is broken, so all I'm getting is a lot of wind noise and rain coming through the door, and it's driving me absolutely insane. So I'm going to replace it out. Now, taking the door trim off, so let's just run through the door trim on the Starlet. This piece just pops off. I've got myself a little kit here, so I've got all these different tools for popping door trims and that off. So that one there comes off nice and easy. That one there, there's a little Phillips head screw that goes into there. And then basically this piece here, that just sits in like that. And then there's this little clip which goes onto the locking, unlocking arm, or opening and closing arm, I should say. And it's just a matter of just gently sliding it out of that clip there and then taking it off. So that was not too bad. These plastic clips, depending on how many times they've been on and off the door in its time, these can be pretty firm. This was really hard, firm clip, so I don't think this door trim has been off at all in its life. Getting the door winder, the window winder, sorry. Just remember when you're taking that off, just use a thin piece of rag to push upwards to remove that little clip there. You can see that little clip there on the handle. Now I keep thin rag like this around because it's very, very useful for doing that kind of thing. Just wriggle it up underneath and pop out that clip. Also in the door handle itself, which I've removed, you've got your little cup there. So basically that pops out of the actual armrest, and then inside there are 2 Phillips head screws. That's all done, so now it's just a matter of going through. Also typically there would be, let's see if I can get you in there, a Phillips head bolt screw type thing in there. That was already out, so now I've just got to go through and unpop it from the door and lift it off, and that way I'll now get access to inside the door. Alright, the main card for the door trim is now off. Unbeknownst to me, because I haven't worked on Starlet door interior trims before, is that this top piece is actually a separate piece to the door card. So there's just a little plastic Phillips head retaining type clip in there. I'll undo that, then that should just pop straight off the top with this weather strip attached to it. Alright, plastic sheet came off nice and easy, the dust liner. So just take your time doing this. No need to go hell for leather and go 100 miles an hour. Just take your time. I want to keep it in good condition. because it's got no rips or tears in it. It's really, really good. So that was nice and easy, Silastic to actually separate from the door. So now that that's done, I can see inside the door, and basically that Bailey channel is just, yeah, it's just no good anymore, and it's slid down inside the door. Yeah, so I'm just going to slide that out, and then when I get up to the top here, I'll probably have to join two pieces and do a 45-degree angle using two pieces and just push them together to get them to join up there nice and neat. You probably can't even see that properly. Crappy camera work. Sorry about that. All right, so I'm going to slide that Bailey channel out and slide a new piece in. All right, guys, so that there is the old Bailey channel. So it doesn't fit snug in the channel anymore. It's pretty much cactus. Now, from the factory, they actually ran a single piece that was molded, shaped to the channel of the door. So up here in the corner, I'll be using one piece this direction and one piece that direction. So to do that, I need to put a 45-degree cut in the new piece. So I'll grab the new piece. Okay, here's the new piece. And as you can see, I've got a 40, let's see if I can get you a better look. I've got a 45-degree cut or thereabouts. Now, I just basically laid it flat and did my cuts like that. Now, one thing I find very, very handy when mucking around with cars and bits and pieces is one of these things. A good old scalpel, super sharp, and just pick them up from any chemist for a couple of dollars. And I tell you what, I keep two or three of these sitting around just for cutting different things depending on what I'm doing with the car. Very, very handy to have. So what I'm going to do now is slide that new piece of channel in there and see if we can get that sitting nice and snug. Now, before I do that, I just want to show you something. This is the factory Bailey channel. As you can see on the outer edges, there is a little lip on both sides that slips on to the outside of the door. The new channel or the aftermarket channel doesn't have that. It basically ends without those little overlaps there and there. So it just fits directly into the channel without any overlap on the outside of the channel. Alright, so I thought I could be clever and push that Bailey channel down inside the door. Bam, bam. No good. So I've had to take the glass out. So to take the glass out, you've got a 10mm going through here and another one just there. Now, that's the 10mm there. So to pry these off, just be super gentle. Just be super gentle. I just use my little picker tool there. Door's moving around and I just got under there and I just levered it off. Just be gentle, because already as soon as you feel it pull down, you can feel it starting to crack through there. So just be super careful and take your time. Alright, so now I can actually get this Bailey channel down inside the door. Alright, channel is fitted. Pretty tight fit, guys, so take your time. Be patient. Now that corner there, I didn't need to put a little slice in the back of the channel. I did not need to do that. It looks like it's got a pretty good curve and a snug fit there, so I'm not too worried about that. Yeah, so I'm not too sure if I mentioned it earlier, but one of these helps. Same thing that you use when you're doing fly screens. And I've tried to get my corner up there as tight as possible. It's probably out by about a mil. That channel is fairly tight. I'll tell you what, I did struggle when it got down into this section along here. Just up in there, just up in there, the shoe was a really tight fit. But just take your time, pinch it in, push it in. Now what I'm going to do is put the glass back in and take it for a drive without the door trim. I just want to make sure I'm not getting any wind noise or anything like that. If I don't have any wind noise, I'll be very happy. Alright, happy days. just taken it for a test drive and there is zero wind noise, which is fantastic. Only problem is, if we come over here, just watch down inside there and listen for the noise. So you watch the glass, see if you can pick it up. The glass, when I'm going back up, just needs to move that way a little bit. And then when it's done up, I'm just getting a bit of a croaking noise. You can see how the glass drops down and in. So I'm not sure if I just need to let that soften up a little bit, or I need to take this part out and realign it possibly, or what. So it may just not be perfectly square, but there is zero wind noise. If I can't get it right and all I'm putting up with is a bit of a, when I'm winding it down, you can see where it's sitting different, where the dirt mark is, where that would have been sitting up inside. So anyway, look, it is what it is. It's good. It's gotten rid of all the wind noise. I just need to do the passenger side now, and so I'll leave it for now. I'm happy with it, and I can look at this again another day. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Cheers.